What is up, fellow YouTubers? I'm going to make this video short, sweet, and to the point. There were 4, now there's only 3 left. I got a wand I'm working on. Right now. I'll be working on another wand tomorrow. But I got one started that looks pretty cool. Black and silver. Yeah. I'm going to add some handle to it. Got just what I needed to get the handle started. Some brown leather or black, it doesn't matter. Because the paint's black, I'm using brown leather because the contrast looks nice. Went to a friend's house, drank a little bit of alcohol, had some milk can moonshine mixed with Mountain Dew. Well, I tell you what, that is some tasty alcoholic beverage mixture, man. Now, this wand is being gifted. I'm not going to say to who, but I'm making at least 7 wands that are being gifted to people. And 12 of them are going in my next batch. So right now, I am wrapping the handle for one of the wands that I'm gifting away. I could charge some serious penny for this particular wand because it's a custom color, but I'm not going to because, I'm going to carve another wand out tomorrow while this one dries up for the handle. This black and silver wand is pretty cool looking, YouTube, but I'm not going to say who it's for. Right now I'm getting the leather tied up so I can make a handle for it. There we go. We got just enough leather string right here. Tie that handle in a knot. Oh. We don't need too much excess coming off, just enough. Sometimes it happens when you're tying wand handles, especially if you're using a leather cord, which I like to use leather for the wands. As a basic handle design, I think it looks nice. So I'm going to pull this leather as tight as I can. Motherfucking son of a bitch. Trying to make a badass wand for a gift. And right now it's fighting me. It's fighting me awful hard. I'm like, nope, I don't think so, Scooter. This handle's going to be formed on this wand whether you like it or not. Wrap it around, give it this is the kind of care I take into my own wands when I'm making one for my collection, or better yet, making one for Etsy. I didn't mean to yank off that string bit. God bless it. Okay, let's try to get this knot tied on this handle without tugging off too much of that first knot I tied definitely kept it. I'm pulling as tight as I can so it stays to the handle wrapped as tight as possible. This will be a gorgeous wand when it's done. It's just taking a minute. I'm going to pull that string as tight as I can without tearing it off. There we go. And he tears it off again. God damn it. Okay, now I've got like 4 to 5 pieces of leather that I've yanked off. There's a little string bit right there. I'm going to pull that through as tight as I can. Just enough string bits that I can lay the knot down for the glue. And pull that leather handle nice and tight. Oh, and it comes unwrapped. God damn it. See, every time I've tried to make this handle, it's fighting me awful fucking hard. And I'm like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I have just enough leather to wrap the handle for this wand. But the leather I'm using is breaking rather easily. And it's wanting to fight me pretty hard. But I'm not letting it get the better of me because I know the person this wand is for is going to like it. So that's all that matters, you two. Oh, the handle came unwrapped again. Oh, you are testing my fucking patience, man. Listen here, you little cocksucking shitbag motherfucker. You're gonna fucking wrap around the handle like I tell you to. I'm not gonna ask politely too much longer. You're gonna cooperate whether you like it or fucking not. You know, like, I'm sick of it, dude. I'm trying to make a decent wand here. the same quality that I take in all of my wands, you know? This is the kind of, and you think carving it is the most difficult part. Sometimes the handles that I put on them don't want to be wrapped on there. And I'm like, that sucks. It is what it is. But I make the best of it. And I keep trying until eventually I get what I want. And with the wands, that's gonna come in real fucking handy. I'm gonna try to tie another knot into the handle just to hold that leather in place for sure. Oh, you're a tricky little bastard, aren't you? But sometimes when I'm wrapping handles for my wands, they like to fight me. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to let this get to me because I've dealt with bigger problems. Get that handle wrapped on there looking real nice. Now what I'm doing with those final two strings on the top here is trying to tie a knot into those final two ties. Which isn't necessary, but... Oh, god damn it! Fucking retarded shit. Okay, here we go. Take a look at that. Those two strings right there. Yeah, I'm tying them into a knot. So that way this handle doesn't come off while I'm gluing it. This is the kind of care I take into all my wands. Especially the wands for Etsy. And maybe you haven't seen me wrap handles too often, so you've seen me carve them out a couple times. I don't mean to be so hard on myself, but, it's just part of the process, I guess. For me, at least. Oh, there it is. You piece of shit. Yeah. Boy, howdy, that handle was a bitch and a half to tie. Let me tell you. Sometimes the wands do that. They're a bitch and a half to tie. Sometimes the handles go on as smooth as silk. Sometimes the handles take a bit of patience. But there we go. That's tied on very nicely. Now, before I podge this wand, I'm going to add a bit of clear drying Gorilla Glue to the knot right there. Right with those, yeah. I want to add super glue around that knot. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. We got that knot covered in super glue. That knot that I tied right there in the middle, yeah, we got that covered in clear drying Gorilla Glue. That's what I like to use for my wands. Now I want to set this down between two paint cans. One paint can holding it up right here, one paint can holding it up right there while this dries. And once this dries, I can trim the excess leather off and then cover it in Mod Podge and let it dry. But yeah, this wand tried fighting me, tried being stubborn. I'm like, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. not having it. There we go. I'll be carving out another wand tomorrow to give away. And after those two, a couple are going in my next batch of wands. So after the wand that I carve tomorrow to go with that one as a gift. There's like 4 I'm going to custom make and give away. And then that leaves me 12 wands for the next batch, which is a nice healthy amount. Check this out. I got a deer bone while I was camping. This is going to be on the handle of one of my next wands for this next batch of wands that I make. This is going to be on the handle. So there will be a sick ass custom made wand in the next batch. I might charge a little bit more for it, but not too much more. So yes, there's going to be a bone handled wand in my next batch of wands. Trust and believe that. I drank some milk can. Got the massive hiccups. Shit. I drank some milk can moonshine mixed with Mountain Dew. That shit's delicious. Just enough Mountain Dew to soften the burn. You can taste the Mountain Dew, you can taste the moonshine, and oh wee, am I tipsy right now. God damn. Hanging out with friends, enjoying the quality of my evening. You know. Before I start carving that next wand, I want to make sure that other one's done. That way, both those wands will be done at the same time when they're delivered as gifts. And even if I'm making a couple to give away as gifts every so often, whether I'm making them for a batch of wands or for gifts to give away, it gives me something to do, you know? That's why I like making the wands. It's a stress reliever. Keeps me out of trouble. It gives me a clean hobby. Yeah. Now once that glue dries, I'll trim the excess leather up to the glue wad off so that all that's left is that glue wad and the beautiful handle wrapped around the handle. And then I cover the thing in Mod Podge, let it dry, and there you go. I got a couple comments on my last video that I made. Yeah, I had a lot of shit on my mind earlier, so I made a video. One person suggested the reason why Beverly Hills is banning the sale of tobacco is because they're trying to clean up litter. And my excuse to that is bullshit. That's not an excuse, that's just a fucking fact. If they gave a shit about littering, they would ban fast food. Because how many fucking times do you see people smoke a cigarette, eat some fast food, they're too fucking lazy to put the butts in the trash and a contained plastic bag that they can just dispose of at the nearest gas station. They throw it out the fucking window. So don't give me this excuse of, oh, they're trying to clean up litter. My Asperger's. Beverly Hills banned the sale of tobacco completely, and I did a video about that shit earlier. Another person said, quit playing the victim. Okay, let me explain something to you. When I have a random stranger harassing me and I'm explaining myself to them like, hey, I have Asperger's, could you please leave me alone? That's not playing the victim, that's just being real with it. And when I'm retelling the story, how it happened, you know, a lot of people are accusing me of playing the victim, and I'm like, fuck that, dude. I don't like having autism any more than the rest of the world likes me having it. But I'm making the best of it. This is how I was born. This is how I'm going to deal with it, you know? I'm not looking for your goddamn sympathy. I'm not looking for, oh, poor Josh, he has Asperger's. Fuck you. Okay? I treat people with as much respect as they treat me. And that was a point I made in my last video. I'm over at a friend's house, hanging out. I stepped outside for some pipe tobacco to cool off for a minute. You know, a day after I dealt with the incident at the library. I told the person who was harassing me, if you didn't quit fucking harassing me, it was going to end up on YouTube. And I wasn't lying. But that wasn't the only thing on my mind. So that's why I made a Pipe Thoughts video outside, hanging out at my friend's house, you know. Life is a tester. You want an example of how much life likes to test people? You watched me wrap the handle on that wand earlier. Every time I tried to wrap that fucking handle and glue it, it would fight me. And eventually I got it. You know? And that's life. It likes to test people to their very limits. So how you react to it is totally up to you, man. That's all I'm saying. People are going to be assholes. Life's going to be a major asshole. All you can do is be like, you know what? Dust in the wind. I'm here to make my life happen. People get in my way, fuck them. If people get in the way, fuck them. Because you can't let people get to you, man. If you let people get to you, you let life make you miserable. Trust and believe you're going to be a miserable son of a bitch. My glasses are broke and now they're fixed. Shout out to Wyoming Optical over on CY Avenue, right by the CY Albertsons. The only place in town that will fix your glasses. If you have glasses that need soldered together, if you need glasses that are soldered, that need to be soldered together so they work right, and you want it done by a professional, $45. I have a bit of a wild goose chase today. I find my doctor's office. They moved, so I go to their moved location. Oh, we don't solder glasses here. You'll have to check out such and such place. I googled it on my phone, and it gave me their old location on the second attempt. But one of my friends picked me up, and they're like, "Oh, you're going to such and such place? Yeah, we'll take you to Wyoming Optical after we're done paying cable." All right, sounds good. I found out where I had to go pay my internet because the place I pay my internet switched locations, and I got my glasses fixed. Let me tell you, the person who fixes glasses was out for the day. They're like, well, we'll have one of our lab technicians try it out, and worst comes to worst, we'll just give you back your frame. I'm like, all right, sounds good. And luckily, they were able to fix it. So if my glasses snap on the bridge right here, or the lens pops out, and my glasses need fixed, I'm going to Wyoming Optical. Very professional. Very professional. And they are able to fix my glasses even with the main lab guy being out. Right when the female eye doctor was like, oh, our main guy is out. The guy who repairs our glasses is out. I'm like, oh, motherfucker. After the wild day I had running around town, oh, we changed locations. Okay, so go to this location. That location says, oh, we don't fix glasses like that. You're going to have to go to this location. Google that location on my phone. Walk up to it. Okay, I don't see it. Oh, no, they moved locations. They're over here now. Okay, great. At least I got the place figured out. Like, fuck. You know, that's the thing of it. I had a habit of falling asleep on my bed with my glasses on. So now I want to take my glasses off before I go to bed. That way the soldering job lasts a little bit longer. Because now my glasses are on straight. They're not crooked. They're not broken. And I'm liking that feeling. Beforehand, I would wear my glasses to bed, and it wasn't a big problem because they didn't break until last night when all I did was move my glasses up like that and they snap, and I'm like, son of a bitch. Yeah, but that's alright. That's quite alright, YouTube. I'll grab a glass of H2O, smoke another cigarette, leave you with it. The reason why this video is called Making Wands is because it's a hobby for me. And, you know, I've been getting a lot of criticism on my wand business, and I'm like, no, forget that. I'm not going to let that shit distract me. I'll show you how I carve wands from start to finish. The other wand that I carve that's going to be a giveaway besides the next 4, which I won't show on camera. But this red wand that I'm going to carve out as a gift, I'll show you how I carve them. It's real easy from start to finish too. Didn't really film it doing this black and silver wand that I made. But I'll show you how I do it from start to finish with the next wand that I make. I could be doing a video about something completely different. It don't matter. Milk can moonshine. Wyoming made moonshine. It's delicious. I love it. It's expensive and it's stronger than Jack Daniels, but it's so worth the price. So worth the price. At some point, I will be having automatic payments set up for my Spectrum internet bill so that my internet money, the money from my internet bill, just automatically transfers. That way I don't have to go all the way up there to pay it. At some point, I'll do that. For now, I'm not worried about it, you know. If it becomes too much of a problem, I'll make an automatic payment. Right now, I like using Spectrum for my internet You know, it's what I've always used, and I've had no complaints from it personally. You know, so okay. I need the internet to make my YouTube videos and run my Etsy store. So there you go. Hooey. Now when I paint my wands, as you can see, I'll put them in the vice clamp to get the first half painted. The second half I can drape the wand over paint cans on top of my workbench. That minimizes the mess of making them, pretty much. Making wands is a great way for me to relieve stress, and it's become sort of a hobby of mine, you know. But anyways, YouTube, thank you for watching my making wands video. And I'll show you how to carve an all red wand tomorrow. Have a good night, folks, and I'll catch you later.